Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Thursday, March the 30th, 2023. Throne Thursday. Today we're pulling from the Game of Thrones Tarot cards. So we're starting off with the Magician, and I'm getting knockings of root chakra. I know it's red with the planet of communication, but I feel like grounding yourself. Like, even with myself, there's a lot of, like, I could see how influences a people. This is why I always like, when things come on your feed, I don't care if it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, that is spirit speaking to you. This person, I have never seen their video before. It came up on my For You page, and exactly what he said is happening. It's like someone's coming into your life, and there's going to be a lot of red flags before it even begins. And I'm like, oh, it literally is happening. I'm just like, you know what? I feel like that's the universe's way of saying, we're overriding your heart. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, wow, you know? Same poop, different day. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is where we show growth and we don't feel guilty. It's like, even before, like, I've already said, like, whatever you need, I got you. But it's just like, they're already twisting words. And it's just like, I didn't even say anything. Literally, I did not say anything. And it's like, they're already trying to pin. And it's like, this is too problematic already. You know what I mean? I'm just like, this is universe's way of saying, wipe your hands clean of the situation. It's like, no. Because they know my heart. I'm a fixer. You know what I mean? Like, I will do everything I can to help you. And my heart aches because, and my stomach gets in knots because I can't do something for someone. You know what I mean? Because I don't have the resources. And it's just like, they're showing me. And it's just like, okay, we need to stop now. You know what I mean? Eight of Coins. We need to concentrate on our work. This is where they want our focus in. So I know with me, I don't think I'll be able to do this until like during retrograde. So hopefully it'll turn out, because when you start something new during retrograde, it's always something. But it's just like, for me, even they were like, why don't you take some time off? I'm like, no, I need to concentrate on work. I need laser focus on this. I need to sit there, concentrate on this, get down what I need to get down. I need to do what I'm supposed to do, get that down pattern, because I'm coming for my number one spot again. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what the Eight of Coins is. Even with the other skill that I'm studying, I'm still studying it. I'm just not doing the other thing that I want to do yet because I haven't had a chance to. So it's just like, I feel like that's what they're saying. You will successfully finish a course of study. You will be successful in this. But it's like, that's where your concentration, like literally this week I got an award again. So it's just like, you know what I mean? That's where you need to put your energy in. We have the Ten of Coins. This is a yes. We've been getting this a lot. A lot of the Ten of Cups, a lot of the Ten of Coins. And this is multiple generational happiness. So we get that when we have family gatherings, like, Easter, Passover, Ramadan, maybe ending around that time. So it's like different celebrations that bring the family together. With Passover, we have this huge feast. We read the book of Exodus. We start with the matzah. Some people hide golden chocolate coins. Some people, most people hide the matzah. So it's like different things that we do, and it's just like bringing in, and it's sharing that knowledge, that wealth of knowledge with the next generation. Because as you get older, like even with myself, it's just like things resonate different. Like I always speak about, and this is not in no way pushing my belief system or what I do on anyone. I'm just using examples of maybe what you're being drawn to. It's just like, I read it as a single person, as a wife, as a mother, as a widow, and now I'm reading on the other side where it's just like, the knowledge that came at that time, and I'm reading it, right now, rereading it, because I reread the things that, like my passages and like just, things that were said on TV or by someone, or, and it's just like on the internet, and it's just like that spoke to me. And it still speaks to my heart. It's just like, wow, it's like, you will sing and dance again. And it's like literally, I was recording last night. I don't remember what song it was that I was dancing to, but it's just like, yeah, you will dance again. It's like, maybe right now you just need to heal, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay. It's okay to feel your feelings. It took me a while to sit there and find that peace and that stability for me to come out of that widow fog and actually think clearly and start to put my life back together again, because I couldn't find stability, So it's just like, you will find your footing. Everybody is different, you know what I mean? But it's just like, things that speak to you. So I love the fact of like, we would do like family dinners. Like every Sunday would be family dinners, so just different things like that. But I feel like with the Nine of Coins, this rebirth in our life, and I feel like it's just like, maybe you're recovering from a situation, and it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, now this is time about me. And it's like, I keep saying that this is my time. I'm unapologetic. I always sit there, fix and do this and do that and help others. But it's just like, you know what? My piece is just as important. You know what I mean? Like, there's boundaries. Like, literally today, someone was just like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, you know what? I was just like straight up with them. I wasn't rude. I'm like, this is the timeline. You need to get it together. Change and transformation with the Death card. We are still shifting. We are still cutting things out of our life. People, places, things. We're still carving out this path as we move forward. You know what I mean? And literally like today, it's just like I was trying to sit there, reconcile, do something here. We literally have the Six of Cups as an extra channeled card here, where it's just like you will have the finances to help, maybe family members. You know what I mean? Like, because you're in a good place, or it's just like reminiscent. And I was just like, yeah, I really like that. And then just like literally hours later, it was just like blah. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, and I could only think about that TikTok. And I immediately thought about this situation. I'm like, no, like, let's just give it, let's see what happens. And literally it happened today, like hours later. I'm like, are you freaking serious? You know what I mean? It's just, that's why I just kept saying, this is God's way of protecting me. Three of Cups, there will be celebrations again. You know what I mean? Like, exactly what we're talking about. That's why I keep bringing it up. They even talked about Easter being a celebratory time. And it's just like, we think about the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity, celebrations. We do raise a glass. There's Shabbat for one, but it's going to take place on the 5th, which is a Wednesday, I believe. I don't have my calendar in front of me. But it's just like, we sit there and as we read the book of Exodus, we raise our cup of wine, and celebrate in celebration. And, as we continue telling the story and do the ceremonial prayers and everything. We have the Nine of Cups. A water sign is coming in. This is in my dreams. It's been like potent the last 2 days. And the today wasn't so, good, but it's just like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, I can't get peace in my dreams, and I can't get peace in my personal life. I'm like, you know what I mean? It's just like, dang. I'm just like, if you can't bring me happiness, then go away. You know what I mean? It's just like, I know everybody's going through things, but I'm happy to be there, but don't, I'm not a doormat. You know what I mean? Don't bring trouble to my doorstep before like anything has even happened. Like I've had your back, you know what I mean? And it's just like, that's fine. It is what it is. Wash and repeat. So starting off with the Magician: success, willpower, messages, manifestation, inspiration, diplomacy. So we're getting a lot of manifestations. If you go back to yesterday's card with the Enchanted Forest, they had the wishing well, and they were like, close your eyes and make a wish. You know what I mean? Be wholehearted about it. So action, ideas, energies about. It's time for inventiveness, expansive thinking, new directions. So the card often comes up to show new work, relationships, business, startups, and other successful creative ventures. So they're saying a new direction. And that's where I feel like this rebirth. And I feel like this is where they're like, your life is about to transform in a major way. You may not understand right now or see where it's going, but it's just like in a blink of an eye. This time last year, like the beginning of the month, it was like I was sitting there before March, and I'm like, how are we going to get through the month of March? You know what I mean? God is always taking care of us, but it's just like, I always have that insecurity financially. You know what I mean? I still do, even though like we're fine. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just, you can't help that, after everything that's happened. But it's like, it's easing up because I'm like, I'm in control now. I'm not sitting there blindly trusting someone and not knowing what's going on, because I'm like, you're the saver, I'm the spender. You know what I mean? Like, my money is family money, your money, save. And it's like not knowing anything, and it's just like being blindsided like that. It's just like, I'm teaching my kids, have household bills, have household savings, and then have your own savings. So you're not caught off guard like I was, So it's not to sit there and say like they should, treat their spouse anymore. I'll tell their spouse the same thing. It's just like, teach the grandkids that. At a spiritual level, you connect with your higher self, and we're getting a lot of that. Connect with your higher self or true purpose. If you're waiting for news, this card foretells that you will soon have the information you need. So I'm waiting on news. I know they're giving me a date, so it may come up. Significant journeys moving home. I get channeled dates, so I write them down, even though some of them may be like knockings around there. And then others, it's just like, okay, waiting for things to happen. Sometimes it's like, with me, I always give it like 2-3 weeks time. Some days they're a day off. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like a week off, but it's like what happened around there. Sometimes it's nothing. Maybe it's for the following year, It's just like, but write them down. It's really cool when you sit there and it's just like they give you a date and you're just like, I have no idea. And then you go and look it up. What happened? Like, I always keep a track of like blessings and stuff like that come in. And it's really cool to see that. So we go to the 8 of coins. So apprenticeship, perfection, reward. The 8 often is called the apprentice card because it's all about education, skills, and it shows a successfully finishing a course of learning and completing work at a higher standard. And that's the thing with me. It's not about everybody else. For me, I'm my own competition. And it's just like, are we putting those up? And he's like, I guess they're kind of thinking on it. And I'm just like, I really like that because it's like, where do I stand? And it's like for the next one, I try to strive to be higher, The card often comes up in readings to mark an end of a diploma, degree, and course. So my nephew is graduating. A probation period at work or a phase of creativity or craftsmanship. Your work brings you financial reward. So it's like, it may not be financial reward, but it's like, if you think of like pentacles, it's grounding energy. And one thing, like who was it? It was a Gaga. She was like, she goes, I promise you, if you keep at it with determination and dedication, not in those specific words, not verbatim, but it's like, you will be the victor here. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, sometimes it's tedious and you don't see it. And it's just like, finding things that work. Sometimes they, even with TikTok, the algorithms and everything, it's just like, I'm on fire sometimes, and other times it's like crickets, you know what I mean? And it's just like finding what works and what, the audience wants and how to sit there and, appease all that, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you can't, like, especially right now, because everything's all over the place. So it's just like, trying to find that niche again, so, be kind to yourself, but keep doing it. You will get the eyes that are supposed to be on you will be on you. Most of the time it's not the eyes that you want, but you will reach the right people you're supposed to reach. Going to the 10 of coins. Wealth, happiness, consolidation, family, marriage. And that's what this all talks about. This is also the ultimate yes in the minor arcana. This joyful 10 shows consolidation, wealth, sharing, love. So this card meaning includes friendship, commitment, marriage, wedding gifts, inheritance. So with no harm to none, and so it is. So I know with my one girlfriend, she's having a baby. They just had a baby shower at the church. My other girlfriend is getting married. I don't know about bridal shower or anything like that, but it's like, getting ready for these ceremonies. Strong ties across the generations, a close friendship circle, relationship investments mature, additional meaning including good advice from an older person, and finding your dream home. For some of us, that's, even the girlfriend that I was talking about getting married, they're doing that. It's just like, I've been getting different knockings for her. So it's just, be excited. I hope they do, because she definitely deserves it, because she's been through a lot. So fulfillment, comfort, prosperity, focus. We have this with the 9 of coins. The 9 symbolizes satisfaction and prosperity. I love the fact that it's been so chaotic and now we're getting all these pentacle cards, all these grounding cards, because there's been a lot of water. The 9 symbolizes satisfaction and prosperity. Financial worries are over. Projects get completed and your efforts bring material benefits, including the finer things in life. You feel happy and at home with yourself, and any past sacrifices you made feel worthwhile. Additional meaning includes redecoration, redecorating a yard or projects. So yeah, you definitely get that with moving into a home. But also, like, if you are staying at your home, it's like we're getting ready for spring. We're getting ready for the summer. We're getting ready, maybe you're planting your seedlings or anything like that. So maybe this is, you hear this and you're just like, yeah, I've been having a hankering to do that. With myself, this is usually, I find usually around November to transplant plants, my household plants. And then, like to feed them, give them their fertilizer in the off seasons. So they're in their like kind of slumber, but it's like giving them the nutrients that they need because it probably got diminished during the hot summer season, and then like so they can recover. But it's like also like new little babies, like my snake plant got a couple of new babies and all that stuff. So it's like taking care of the inside plants as well. I grabbed a rose bush at Walmart. They're like usually $14. They grow amazing outside. It's just unfortunate every time I grow a rose bush, it's just like I gotta move, So I actually took out when we were moving from the house, I took out the rose bushes because my neighbor was like, "Can I have your rose bushes for my wife?" And I was like, "Absolutely." So I took them out and he planted them in the front yard for his wife. And he's like, "She'll really love them." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." Like, spread the happiness. You feel happy at home. Sacrifices. Additional meaning include redecorating the yard. So, they're showing like maybe you put like statues out or anything cool like that, but you put them away. Like you take a lot of pride in your decorations. And it's like, yeah, definitely. Whatever brings you peace, It's always nice to sit outside and it's just like your own little, Garden of Eden. I love that. So with the death card, endings, rebirth, loss, transformation, release, truth. So stands reduces to 4. The number 4 stands for order, which comes when death is done. So, and I definitely feel that. It's just like, I'm like, it's unfortunate, you know what I mean? But it's like at the same, I hate that, but what can you do? I know if it wasn't me, it's someone else, but it's just like, it's a double-edged sword. You gotta play, with me, I gotta play this really fine line, but it's just like, it won't always be that way. So moving houses, new career, or a demise of a relationship or other ways of living. The ending often happens quickly and is necessary clearing the way. An additional meaning, seeing the truth. And for me, that's what it was today. It's like I was seeing this, and then with that starting up, I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. It's like you're already you're already bringing problems to my doorstep, and it you know what I mean? Like, nope. Over and out. So 3 of Cups. Celebrations, friendship, indulgence, replenishment. And that's what I feel like. It's just like, that's where it's just like, I'm like, I'm grateful for what's going on right now because I was feeling burnt out, So I was grateful for the way that things turned out like this because I'm just like being smart at one point, but it's just like also replenishment. You know what I mean? Because I definitely needed it. Because, we're forced on vacation and it wasn't even a freaking vacation. It's just like, definitely. I always feel that way. When there's a high holiday, it's just, I don't know. Even Shabbat, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, sometimes I'm really tired from the week and it's just like, oh my gosh, like I had to get this done. Sometimes I fall asleep during prayers, but it's not my fault. But, it's just like, at least I'm still doing it. Even when I'm dog tired, I drag my butt and I'm like, let's do this, That's the thing. It's like you always show up because I'm like, God never says that he's tired. Yahweh Yeshua is like, oh, you've already asked for too much. You know what I mean? And it's just like, even when I'm dog tired, I'm just like, when I'm like really under the weather though, I'm just like, they understand. You know what I mean? It's like I do as much as I can. But it's like, when you can't read or anything, that's how you messed up. It's just like, I know they understand that. It's time for socialization and much needed fun. Absolutely. As the 3 offers food, wine, dancing, and talking into the small hours at parties. Family celebrations or get-togethers with friends. Feeling the love, you're emotionally replenished and re-energized, such as the I'm going to mess this up, vicinity of the 3. You may even indulge in some lighthearted flirting. Why not? As long as you're not sitting there and rubbing their partner the wrong way, watch yourself. So the 9 of Cups. So we've been getting him for a bit. I'm getting this in my dreams with Shane. He is a water sign, but we have a Knight of Cups. So promises, ideals, romantic and idealistic. The knight may enchant you. So this card can show the possibilities of new love. This card, this knight loves being the lover. Equally, you may project onto him or her the dreamy qualities you ideally want. Wait before you commit. That is the biggest thing. The past 2 years, they've said that, and a lot of what carried over to this year, during the January week where they said that would define the rest of the year, they did say that, love wasn't so harsh and bold this year, but you know what I mean? It was still kind of knocking there, but they were just saying strength a lot for this year. Bravery, courage, strength, resilience, release for all fear, worry, doubt. And I could see that. I was saying this with, I believe it was, Instagram, where I'm like, I could see why they were saying that, because I feel like Aries is the first zodiac sign of the calendar year. And I'm like, I don't feel like January is the beginning of the year, because it's like we have the lunar eclipse. This is what resonates with me, is the Chinese Lunar New Year. You know what I mean? And I don't feel that beginning. You know what I mean? Especially when we go during January 24th and this is the definition of the year. You know what I mean? And I feel like it doesn't get you up and go and things start to move around until March. And then in the beginnings of because we're going to Pisces, and when we are in Pisces, it's just there's a lot of change happening, and then Aries comes around and it's the first zodiac sign, and it's things start to take form, I'm just going by what I've experienced, the past 2 years. So when they were saying with love, they're take your time. And I definitely learned that with someone that I really fell hard for. And it has nothing to do with that. This is me. But it's just as you learn more things, it's just you know what I mean? And it's just and other factors were playing in it as well. You know what I mean? But it's just that's one thing. Patience, patience is so freaking key, because it's just the more you get to know someone, it's just after a year, it's just you know them, So I was with Shane for how many years, and after all that, I was just did I really know him? But it's I did, but it's you only know what they show you, But they were saying patience, patience. Past 2 years with this person coming in, So just definitely take care of yourself. But I love the fact that we got the Six of Coins. They are talking about a lot of pentacle energy here. It's mostly grounding forces, but I definitely feel a shift in finances. Things are shifting. You know what I mean? I feel with the Death card, it's we're removing things out of your life. And, this is why we were waiting, so you can get this, because you'll see people for who they are and how they act and what they do. Are they deserving? Most of the time, they're not. It's you help them up because, you're blood DNA related. It's overrated, But the Six of Cups, that's what really played on me. I'm I get that, you know what I mean? This is a time to reconnect and everything like that, but it's oh my goodness, it's just, they're even saying I got played. I don't feel like I got played. I just feel it's just, again, it's just I feel the universe is definitely blocking me from that one. It's just you need to calm down, heart. You know what I mean? My heart, I love my heart, but it's just I love you, but sometimes it's just that's what I'm saying. It really turns my stomach, because it's just I wish I could do more, and that's what the universe sees. That's how we're judged, by our heart, but it's just they were protecting me. They're just look, they're not even there's been no contact or anything like that yet. And look what they've already done. You know what I mean? And I'm just yep. Okay. It's make mental notes. Don't say nothing, but, that's why they're showing you that. You will see more and more as they're changing around your life. They're showing you who people are, their true colors, their essence. Have they really changed? Or are they still that heathen you always know, It's just pay close attention. They're clearing the path because better things are coming. Better days are coming. Better, your life is, I definitely feel a lot of people's lives are about to just open up and explode in the most magical, wonderful way. Everything you've ever manifested, it's going to be one thing after another after another. I feel there'll still be some challenges. I don't think they'll be as major as what has been transpired lately. You know what I mean? Maybe some like inconveniences. Like, you know, they were showing like, I hope we're not going through another renovation, but they're showing the renovation guys. So it's just like, who knows now? What project are you going to bestow upon us now? You know what I mean? So it's just learning to go with the flow. That's all we can do in life. How can I help you? Help me get the hell out of my life. Get out of my house. You know what I mean? It's just take it easy with yourself. You know, but really, this is what they were talking about, especially the Enchanted Forest. It's like, you know, we're missing things around us. You know, signs, miracles. You know what I mean? That's why it's just like, again, I'm not pushing anything on anyone. I'm like, I fall to my knees and I'm like, thank you so much for, you know, especially the craziness that's been going on for the past 4 weeks. It's just, thank you, you know? And it's just like, you know, remember they have your back, you know? Pay attention to, crows have been just buzzing this year. Oh my, ever since right around Shane's passing anniversary until now, like, you know, I'm like, oh, it's the neighbor's garbage. Garbage is cleaned up now. Why are they all, you know, yeah, the snow's melting. Things are being revealed. But oh my gosh, they're just going nuts. It's just, you know, bringing in messages. Remember the story of Odin? He would send out his 2 crows. They would travel the 7 dimensions and come back and share the knowledge with him. You know, so I definitely feel like root chakra. This is really a time to dig in your roots. So when things come around, they don't, you know, it's sometimes it's hard when, especially it's people you care about, but take care of yourself, you know, because especially in my situation, it's like, you know, it's the same old bull, bull, bull. You know, they just showed themselves. You know, I was feeling guilty. I was feeling like I should do more. You know, maybe I should just do this. You know what I mean? And it's just like, nuh-uh. They're already causing problems. It's like, okay. No, thank you. You're not bringing that to my door. No, thank you. You're not bringing that into my house. Oh, heck no. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Thursday, March 30th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. Protect your energy. Protect yourself. Nurture yourself. Meditation. Drink your water. And whatever you celebrate in the next week coming up with the long weekend and everything, you know, celebrate, feast, enjoy, laugh, dance, sing, have a great old time. Well, may the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.